Hey guys, we're back here for another video. Just to piggyback off of the conversation we had on Slot Valley. Shout out to Slot Valley. I lined up these three controllers. You have the Tyco, Parma, and Slotted. And you can see each one is a different size. Tyco, it's okay for little kids. But for man-sized hands, it's not working. And the control is decent. I mean, it's old and it still works. With the Parma, it feels great in my hand. And the reason why I bought the Parma is because my AFX controllers that came with the Super International set, all but one broke. And I didn't like how it felt. So, did a search and Parma came up. I figured I'd give it a shot. And because I just put, AFX replacement controller, and some eBay stuff came out. The prices were cheap, but in my mind, I was like, well, if three of them broke, they're crap. So I'm not gonna spend money on something that does not perform. I figured I'd spend a couple extra dollars and get something better, and I ended up with this Parma. Works great. The only drawback is it only works for a certain range of cars. This is a 45 ohm controller. So it worked great with the Super G Plus, Mega Gs, the M chassis, T chassis, stuff like that. Tyco 440s. For those, it works great. Definitely game changer. If you only do one modification, get a controller. Definitely a whole new experience, which I never thought about that until I broke all my controllers. Then the only problem was it didn't work that well with the Mega G Plus, which I didn't have that many, and I'm just not a fan of the chassis anyway. So some guys on Facebook, they were talking about variable controllers. Professor Motor came up. Some guy was talking about slotted, so I bought this one. I mean, it works great, but I didn't like how it feels in my hand. Like the Parma feels like it's part of my hand, and the slotted feels like I'm holding it in my hand. So it's a different feel, but it is the superior controller. But I just like how this feels. And then saw on Facebook, not Facebook, eBay, DeFalco, because they have a store on there. And I'm reading it. It said it was designed to feel like a Parma, and it looked like it. So I was like, I'm going to get one of those next. That's going to be my next controller. You're going to, like I said, if you can't afford a new power supply and all that stuff, if you want to enjoy the hobby, the controller is where it's at. I would recommend both, but if you can only do one, definitely go for the controller. The auto control, the power supply, it works pretty good, as you can see here. Just playing around with it. I mean, it's up to the task. If you're just BSing around and you're not racing, it's good. So I made a video this weekend, and I left my camera there. So I didn't get to post the video, so I'm going to merge it in with this one. And also I did a video of where I want to put the drive in. So I'm going to go to that video, and then the car video is after that. So let's head to the city of Los Diablos. Playing around, trying to see what will look good with the drive-in. I was thinking about putting it here, because then when you're driving, you have a clear shot of the screen. And I guess you could build like a gravel road from here. Go through here. Through there. And then put some gravel here with the speaker stands. Or, once I extend the table, I could put it here. So I'm debating on that. That might be a better spot, but then when you're driving, let's put this down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like it there. Kind of like it over here better because it's like right and front. So kind of like that spot better. But we'll see. All right, guys, we're gonna run some cars. This guy's on a Mega G, Jag, M chassis, and Super G Plus. Check it out. I'm gonna run this guy too, and this one. But I have to swap tires because this is the only set of silicone tires that I have that will fit on this car. They have to take turns. Let's get the Can-Am up here first. Turn the power down. I gotta move the track over. Some of the wider cars hit the risers. Other cars don't like this section here. And this, for whatever reason. Runs pretty decent for a 40-year-old car. Wow. This would run better if I get the case out of the way. It might help. Yeah, I definitely have to move the track over. Once I get a helping hand, I'm going to slide it over a little bit. What is it about this piece that some cars just don't like that piece of track? Same thing in here. This guy keeps stopping at the same spot. Runs all right. Be 40 years old. I'm gonna swap the tires out. On this guy, I'm gonna make him the competitor to Mongo Slave. I'm just knocking everything over. They didn't come up with a name for him, but he's lighted, so I think he's at a disadvantage. He got the lights draw power and slows the car down. It's nice and smooth. We'll see. Well, I'll run him against him anyway, just to see what happens. But I don't think he's a match for him. You never know. This could be an unusually fast car. But if he loses, he has a good excuse. I always love lighted cars. I just thought all the cars should have lights on them. See if I can slide them back on. There. Yeah, I had a friend that had a night glow set, Tyco night glow set. That thing was fun. Turn the lights off, then you run the lighted cars. I like this car. This was another car that was in Danny's gift box, along with this guy here. They both came in Danny's gift box. Good blessing. Let's try out Godzilla. See how Godzilla runs with the Super G. If I don't crash. That's pretty decent. Godzilla's running pretty good. I like this body. Yeah. Said about all the cars I have. Huh? If I don't like them, I want to bought them. Godzilla is running good. I wish this had lights on it. So what I want to do is this section here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Give y'all with the camera. This section here, I want to make it bank. So when it's coming down off the hill, it hits the bank instead of the flat track where a lot of cars seem to slide off. But the radius of the bank curves are a little different than the flat. And it would be a little bit wider, so I would have to move the styrofoam over a little bit to make it fit. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So you can see that the radius of the bank curves is slightly different than the flat. So I'm gonna have to get another pack because I only have 2, which is not enough for that. I need 2 more. The pack came with 4, but I'm using 2 here. This has to, can't swap it out for the flat track because then it won't connect. That was the problem I had before when I was first making the layout. Just trying to get this part here to connect right. It just wouldn't fit. And I just, what the heck, I'll try the bank curves, and it worked. So let's get the future Herbie the Love Bug. This guy's gonna eventually be Herbie the Love Bug. Kind of noise. You might need some oil or something. Them chassis usually run pretty good. I ordered some people so I can put them in the McDonald's And I'm gonna get a couple more packs. Each house, like the house that I'm building, I want to put some people in there too. The thing I like about that kit, it doesn't look difficult to put together, and it comes with a light. It's a lighty kit. I don't have to buy anything to make it work. So in the download lab, we get a light for that. LED lights, they last longer. It runs pretty good. Let's get the imitation BRE. So I don't know. Get up here. I was wondering if this was a imitation BRE livery, or was there a car that actually had this livery on there? So if you know, drop a comment below. Give us the knowledge. This guy came with a roll car chassis, but I put an M chassis on it. I like the M chassis better. These guys annoy me. Let me hold it up and see what happens. I'll be right back. Alright guys, with the handy dandy Viper Juice puller to work. Let's see if it still makes all that noise. Yep. It's just a noisy car. I like the way it looks. I thought this was like the best looking 240, Johnson 240 body. Let's get the Mustang up here. So this car here, the flares, they were wider. So I put a razor blade on and I started shaving off a little bit so it would look a little more realistic. They were out there just too much. I like it better. We're gonna turn them down. These are nice and smooth, but it's not hitting the guardrail. So I like these 1/32 scale guardrails. They're doing their job. I'm going to do another video on Mustang bodies. HO scale, they are all over the place with these bodies. I have a couple, so I'll show you right now. This came off a Super 3. I think this is a T chassis. Yeah, it's on the T chassis. And Mega G. Just you can see the different size in the body. And let's get these guys up here. So this one looks more short and stubby. This is a little bit too long. I think their real wheelbase comes at like 1.68 or something like that. And they put on a 1.7, so they stretched it out a little bit. It doesn't look bad to me. The Camaro looks worse than the Mustang.
It's running good. Let's get the handy dandy Camaro out here. He's on the drag chassis. Slow down a bit. Sitting there. That's another reason I want to get this out of the way. Sometimes I forget and it's over on top of the track or something and run into it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is no visible damage to the car. Let's see if it still runs. Trying to fire down a little bit. It's still running good. I have to, actually there is damage. Gotta glue the wing back on. Well, that's it for him. Gotta put the wing back on. There was no visible damage, but there is damage. Yeah, I have to definitely want to put guardrails here. And my cousin started BS. I'm going to pick up some more wood and extend the table a little bit so I can put the 18-inch bank curves with the 1/32 scale railing on it. I'm going to have to put some here too. I'll slow down here just the cars don't launch off into the cement. Well, that's it for today, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to order some more guard railing. Because we got to start BS so we can extend the table. I want to put guard railing everywhere it needs to be. That way you cut down on the flying off the track. Doesn't look too bad without the wing, but it does look better with the wing. So I'm going to have to glue that back on. So, gonna wrap it up, guys. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video.